So for many years I worked in education department, in education center as a curriculum developer, as a teacher trainer, and monitoring the various classrooms to observe what really going on in classrooms, how education is happening in the schools and colleges. So in this context, the basic question is here, what is the purpose of education? Because you are all lecturers and staff working in various colleges and institutions. What is the purpose? Okay, why we have established the institutions? Why we are welcoming the students? The primary purpose is that we have to, the institutions to develop some sort of awareness on the nature around us and some sort of awareness on the communities and societies around us. This is the second thing. The third thing is that to know something about the human beings, their behavior. And the fourth thing is that every human being is potential enough. They have several innate abilities. Children can think, can imagine, can create, can reason, can have, they have natural curiosity also. These are the innate powers are there. To what extent our institutions are really developing and improving these abilities. And what type of awareness being generated under nature. Now, you know what are the biggest challenges now, global challenges? The first challenge, since morning you are listening, one is the climate change. The second is the violence and conflict, wars. And the third is your health and health hazards. And the fourth is corruption, human greediness. So these are some of the challenges. To what extent these challenges are being discussed in our classrooms? Mostly our teaching is characterized by textbook, syllabus, examinations. And institutions become a certificate issuing agencies. They are providing degrees. Because since many years we are talking about this environmental degradation and evidence tells several things. Evidences we are observing. There is a global warming, incessant rains are there, frequent floods, there is a reduction in the snowfall, and there are forest fires and the depletion of ozone layer. And there are so many things are being evident, but there is no any conscious action by individuals. And even the staff also, even lecturers or even teachers also, what I identified, observed is that they are very good in their subject, but they don't have much knowledge on other disciplines. A teacher is a multidisciplinary. So, and even one of the guiding principles of your curriculum and teaching is also that whatever you teach, you must actually relate to the life outside your classroom or your textbook. That is not being happening. They are very much restricted to the syllabus text. Yesterday there is a meeting in Telugu Academy. They invited me, I went. Writing of textbooks. They have given the syllabus. And they are asked to write a textbook based on the syllabus. I am an editor and there are 4 or 5 textbook writers came. See, these textbooks are for both. Actually, textbook is for students, not for teachers actually. If Telugu Academy want to write it, should write an extended book which have much. And syllabus is the part of it. What happens when you write a textbook, what happens is, even teachers also very much confined to that only. They will not go very much deeper into other aspects of it. So that is what really happening. So these are the things. So even by this is what happening because of the syllabus, all these things. The natural intelligence is being diminished, is not being addressed. And the very fundamental nature of education. Whatever we are the purpose about nature, about community, about all lives. So we are not. So what is the, in simple terms, what we can actually, in addition to your syllabus, in addition to your examinations, isn't it? Because there is no much change last 20 years, the way we teach in the classrooms, isn't it? So only monologue, and there is no much dialogue also, okay? And teachers even notes also, isn't it? So the lifestyle, eco-friendly lifestyle, at least as an individual level, what we impact, what will be our practice. In education institutions, what happens, whenever we visit, yesterday also one of my colleagues saying that, whenever we visit early morning, they sweep in the schools, whatever the leaves accumulated, they burn it. Even on the roadside also, isn't it? So, but the life to the soil is the carbon, isn't it? That you are burning it. That is a common practice everywhere. Have you actually addressed that? Okay, what type of consciousness you give? So, one of our goals is to develop a critical consciousness each and everything. The other thing is that I am working in a administrative staff college. We also run our MBAs, a degree also. Ours is a 3-4 building, and my office is in the 3rd floor. And these MBA students, their classes are in the 1st floor. Whenever I go to a lift, all young persons to go the 1st floor, they will use the lift. And very young fellows. So conservation of energy, how you save the energy. So these are some of the practices, unconsciously they are doing it. So there is no much discussion about it. And even for the small distances, instead of using walking, instead of using their bicycles, children use mobiles, mopeds, some scooters. Okay. So how best you, even in the houses also now they are instead of running outside in they are using some sort of this equipment, what is called treadmills. Okay. And even for water also. Water now we use the frizz, and that much coldness is not required actually. If you use earthen pots, that sort of coolness is enough actually, and it is very healthy also. That is a healthy practice. Okay. And water recharge also. Even while giving permissions to the house construction, there is a column that you are supposed to have this water harvesting pits, and we will sign also. Once they provide permission GHMC, but nobody will actually do that, and no official also will monitor that. And whenever in rain season, all water will be goes into the streets and ultimately into the river. Okay, so all this waste enters into the river. So this National Green Tribunal also now they are saying that you should actually clean all these rivers, Godavari and Krishna, all these things. Okay, so once entire drop, whatever the drop is there, if it enters into the rivers and the seas, in the summer again there is a problem of water, and people asking for what government is doing it. So these are some of the eco-friendly lifestyles where you have to water harvest, some sort of energy saving. Okay. And another thing is that lot of use and throw also. Whenever you actually serve a dinner or a lunch also, use and throw your plastic bottles. Tea also served in the plastic one. They are use and throw actually. Even whenever we go outside also, we never go with a bottle. We develop some sort of association, some sort of love, some sort of affection, compassion towards the plant. That compassion goes lifelong actually. That is the attitude building. Until unless you touch the children emotions. Suppose if you show a photograph where children are without any clothes and they are begging like that. If you show figure itself, they immediately, emotionally, they will actually connect to that scene. So this type of compassion, love is not being actually generated. By orally giving a lecture, information giving, it never generates they never generate any sort of emotional thing among the children. So how you connect emotionally to the nature that should happen in the institutions or in the families? Compassion, love. If tree lost tree, what is the importance of the tree? If tree means It is the natural habitat for several things. We have our own house construction, but birds, insects, reptiles, everything, it is a natural habitat, a living place for it actually. Okay? There is a beautiful cycle, natural cycle is there. There is a water cycle, there is a nitrogen cycle, there is a carbon cycle, isn't it? So everything in the nature is very much interconnected. Now we are disturbing these cycles. So how do you discuss these cycles? Why there is an imbalance in the water cycle? There is a change in the rain also nowadays. There is a huge rain within small time, 10 to 15 minutes, that's all. Because of that, the entire topsoil is erased. That had lot of impact on the agriculture production also. Temperature, more temperature is also have lot of impact on agriculture production. So what being staff, academic staff working in the colleges, what I want to impress upon you is that there is something more than that your syllabus, your exams, your certificate. Okay, the purpose of education is developing a good human being, take care of all the life on the planet. Okay, this is actually what I want to share with you. Thank you.